Hey Mia, at today's mom's party, you ordered a lunch set without permission. You're a poor person, but you had the nerve to order a lunch plate. What are you thinking? Emma, what I order is none of your business. No, it is so my business. There's a hierarchy in the mom friends, okay? You're a poor person, so in our group of mom friends, you only get a cup of coffee, since you're at the lowest level. And no refills. That's common sense. Can you even understand that? What is that? Don't make up weird rules on your own and force them on me. I'll eat what I want. That's who I am. What? I'm in the highest castle of my group of friends. I'm the richest one. My husband is still young, but he has already risen to the position of manager. I'm going to keep moving up the ladder, and he's going to be the biggest man out of all of you. That's... Just because your husband is good at what he's doing and working hard, that doesn't mean that you're working hard, or that you're as great as him. You should stop talking about your husband's hard work as if it's your own. What? Stop talking to me in that tone. The nerve of you. Okay. You're trying to act tough, but you're actually really frustrated, aren't you? What? What do you mean? Because your husband... My mom friends tell me that they don't even see him around. In other words, that means he's not going to work, right? So he's unemployed. That's the real scary. You're a married couple and you're not even working. I guess you'll just have to work part-time. What? What are you talking about? My husband is working. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. There's no need to lie like that. Of course you want to hide it. I can't believe he doesn't have a job, but don't worry. It's okay for couples like that to exist. No matter how little money you have, it's okay to be in that kind of relationship. Well, I'm rich, so I would never want to live like that, but I don't know what you had in your breakfast to make that misunderstanding. I'm sorry. I have a good life here, and I don't need you to put me in a castle of your mom friends. You should be free to live your own life and not worry about others. Huh? What are you talking about? There is a castle of mama friends, so you're gonna use it to look down on people. It's so much fun. Oh, I see. You've never had to look down on people before. Don't worry, you don't know how much fun it is. Poor you. You've no idea how much fun it is to look down on people. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll ever enjoy looking down on people. I'd rather think of everyone as equal and treat everyone indifferently. It's more fun. Huh? I don't understand. There's no way that would be fun. You and I really don't understand each other. I've had enough of you. I'll only harass you in the future, so be prepared for that. This is ridiculous. About your own lives instead of this. I saw your husband the other day. Is him doing that okay? Huh? Where's my husband sneaking around like that? Stop saying things out of the blue! No, I mean, it's not out of the blue. I saw him. Okay. Just because you're frustrated getting talked down to doesn't give you the right to say things like that. I'll disrespect you through and through. You'd better brace yourself. Okay. I wonder which one of us needs to be prepared. I'm sure you're the one who's going to get hurt soon. Everyone in my mommy group has a husband that are lawyers or doctors. Low-income poor people are off limits. Next time, don't show your face. Look who's talking. Your husband got fired from his job. What? What's with the boasting around about the doctors and lawyers? Your husband is a section chief. It doesn't make your husband a doctor or a lawyer by boasting about other people's husbands. And first of all, he got fired. Wait a minute. How did you know about that? I'm so embarrassed. I didn't want to tell anyone. I saw your husband sitting on the swings at the park this afternoon. The mood was unusual, but we had a brief conversation. He sighed and said he'd been fired from his job. The reason was the way he trained his subordinates. It seems like he was giving them too much power of harassment during training, even though he was warned by his superiors. He didn't even change after the wearing, so it was a decision made by the upper heads. I can't believe you know all of those details. You're not gonna tell the other mothers about this, are you? I'll never forgive you if you tell anyone. Oh no, why? I'm sure they'll all be nice to you. They'll ask you if your life is okay, so I think you'd better accept their kindness. No, I'm at the top of the mom castle. If they knew my husband got fired from his job, they would look down on me. I can't let that happen to me. I can't live my life with everyone looking down on me. So do you want to live a life of lying to everyone? I think that would be too tiring for you. I think it would be exhausting. Instead of doing that, I think it would be better just to be honest with everyone. I told you, I don't want to do it. Besides, a low-income piece of trash like you should stop being so cocky. I'm not trying to intimidate you. And I'm not low income. My husband is not unemployed. And I'm also working. What? You work? Don't lie to me. How can a housewife unemployed like you be working? Why do you assume I'm a housewife? Did I ever call myself a housewife? I never claimed to be one. That may be true, but what? You work? That's what I said. I do a little work from home. But I'm still making about as much as a regular salaried worker. You work from home and earn as much as a salaried worker? How is that possible? Well, it's not impossible. I just make that much money. In fact, it can't be helped. And you said my husband is unemployed? Let me correct you to my husband's credit. My husband is the president of a small company. He makes as much money as a doctor or a lawyer. What? President of a company? That's absurd. Because of your husband, I don't see him out and about at all. I thought he was unemployed. Of course he doesn't go out. It's a job that he can do with just one computer. He doesn't have to leave the house, so he basically is just inside the house all the time. He's been working out inside the house to just keep in shape though. What gives? We always thought your husband was unemployed. So now you have a good example of why you shouldn't make assumptions about people based on their impressions. Shut up! Just because your husband works? So what? He just went from being an oddball to a normal guy. Well, by your standards, aren't people with higher incomes supposed to be higher in the castle? My husband earns as much money as a lawyer or a doctor, so I'm assuming I'm at the higher castle than you now? Shut up! That's not possible. I'm the highest in our group of mom friends. I don't need a bottom feeder like you to tell me what to do. I'll never listen. The fact that you can call yourself the highest, I can make some assumptions about you. I mean, don't you ever get tired of obsessing over that like that? If it were me, I'd get tired of it. I'm not interested in what you have to say. I have my own way of thinking. I don't care what you think. And you have no idea how good it feels to look down on people. When you start looking down on people, you'll never know what it feels like. I'm sorry, but I'll never feel good about being condescending. And I guess you and I just have different ideas and values. Huh? Stop trying to act like you're nice. We all have the desire to look down on each other. I'm sure you have the desire inside of you too. Don't act like you're the only one who doesn't. I have no such desires. I wish you'd stop making statements like based on your own values, and I don't think you have any time to be talking to me. You better be looking at your own situation. My situation? What the hell is that supposed to mean? You really have no idea. Okay, I'll tell you what you need to know. About your husband, I think he's having an affair. Huh? What? Cheating? Yeah, cheating. I know you don't want to believe it, but it's true. Wait! That can't be true. My husband is not having an affair! Even if you say that. I told you before, didn't I? I told you your husband has been sneaking around. He's been doing it ever since I said that. Olivia told me the other day that your husband was walking around in the arm with a young woman. Are you serious? My husband? That must have been a real shock. Still, in fact. So you have to accept it as fact. No, that's not true. My husband would never do such a thing. Don't bullshit me. You're the closest person around him. You don't have any idea what he might be doing. Do you have any idea? Well, lately, he's been telling me that I need to work too. He's been nitpicking at me because he's been having a hard time since he lost his job. But I pushed him away by saying that men should just work and women should be stay-at-home moms. The woman he was walking with, she had expensive clothes and bags. Maybe he chose her based on whether she had money or not. If you said you'd work, the outcome might have been different. Why? I don't want to work. So why should I say I will? I don't want to lie. I didn't have a choice. You have a choice. You've been using your husband's money to be condescending to your friends, and you don't even thank him. He lost his job, and you don't support him. And now you're telling him to get a new job right away? Don't you think that's a terrible thing to do as a wife? No, I don't. I mean, the fact that he was walking around with a woman, that has to be a lie too, right? I won't believe it unless I see them with my own eyes. Oh, really? Then why don't you just check with your husband? What is he doing right now? I don't know. He's unemployed right now, but he says he has to run some errands every day. He just went somewhere. I see. Well, why don't you give him a call? Maybe you can find out what he's doing. Okay, I'll just call him. He was kind of freaking out. My husband? And I even heard a young woman's voice over the phone. This can't be. No, I don't believe this. My husband is cheating on me. Oh, that's okay. You should sue your husband for alimony and take the kids and get child support. That way you'll have all the money you love. Are you serious? That's just temporary money. Without my husband, I won't have a steady stream of money. Well, that's true, but why don't you just remarry? I have children and I'm over 30. You can't imagine how hard it would be to remarry. I can imagine. So you're just gonna stand by and watch your husband cheat on you? I hate that too. What am I supposed to do? I don't want to believe that he's cheating on me. I think the best thing to do is to hire a detective to investigate the affair. And maybe prepare for a divorce. You need to tell your children from now on that they will have to live separately. That's a big hassle and I don't like it. We finally made it to the top. Can't just throw it away. Then I guess you'll just have to let your husband's affair slide, huh? I can't do that either. What am I supposed to do? You can't ask me that. But you have two choices, don't you? Either let him get away with doing what he's doing and continue living the way you are living now, or point out the truth to him and get a divorce and start a new life. I don't want either one. What's the best choice? In the first place, I wish you guys hadn't done things in the first place. It's your fault. What does that mean? You told me my husband is sneaking around like he's cheating on me or something? Because of that, I started freaking out. I had to ask him what he was doing. And now, I'm in this situation. What are you gonna do? Because of you? You ruined our peaceful life. Take responsibility. I'm so disappointed. What are you gonna say? Shift the blame? Maybe don't sound like your friends are responsible for your marital problems. What did you just say? It's all your fault. First of all, it's so wrong that a person like me has to go through all of this because of a bottom feeder like you. I don't deserve this. You keep blaming others for everything, but you're always thinking about yourself, so you never think about other people's feelings. The only thing going through your head was about looking down on others. And I think that's the biggest reason you ended up in this situation. I thought you brought the situation on yourself. Why should I be told I deserve it? What the hell did I do? No, are you seriously saying that? You've done a lot of things. You've disrespected me by calling me a low-income earner. You've always bragged about your husband. And you think you're so high and mighty. You're such a fool. That's why you're like this. Why do you have to say that to me? I hate this. What am I gonna do with my husband? Somebody please tell me what to do. It looks like Emma didn't know what to do. But in the end, her husband was the one who ended the relationship and divorced. She had no proof of the affair, so she was not able to claim a large amount of alimony. Emma could only get a divorce. Emma took custody of the child, and she's receiving only child support from her husband. Emma has never worked before, but she began working at a factory as part-time. It seems that she's working to the bone every day. The other mothers were happy to say that with Emma's disappearance, they've been freed from the troublesome system.
Grace, are you home today? Hello, Olivia. Yes, I was just about to cook dinner. Oh, then great. What is it? I'm thinking of going over there today. What? You have a plan with my husband? I'm not allowed to go if I don't have a plan? No, it's not that. I didn't make any plans, but I just wanted to see my brother. Huh? I've been taking care of him ever since he was little. He's a fine adult now, but he used to be so shy. I had to give him a lot of help. Well, that's one of the cutest things about him, though. Oh, and? And? Of course I'm going to enjoy chatting with him. What's wrong with a sister going to see her brother? No, nothing's wrong. Right? And, by the way, I want you to cook my dinner too. Huh? You're gonna have dinner too? What's with that tone? You think it's too much trouble? No, I wouldn't think that. It's already evening, so of course I'm going to eat. I mean, isn't it a wife's duty to ask if I would like to eat together? I guess so. You really are so inconsiderate. My brother will have a hard time with a wife like you. Anyway, I'm heading over there now. Make sure my dinner is ready. Okay. Of course, there will be dessert after dinner, right? I must have dessert. No, there's no dessert. I don't think I'll have time to go shopping. I'll focus on cooking delicious food instead of it. Huh? Are you trying to go against me? What's with the delicious food? You're a terrible cook. You don't have to say such horrible things. Then, do as you're told, understood? Yes, ma'am. Are you almost done? It's gonna take a little longer. Why? I just got a call from your sister saying she's coming over. Olivia? Oh, that's great. It's been a while. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while? We just met her at your parents' house a week ago. How much do you love her? What? You're jealous of her? What a jerk. It's not like that. And she told me to cook dinner for her. She's gonna eat dinner too? Awesome. Treat her as much as you can, okay? She's coming all the way to our house. I was told to prepare dessert after dinner. Oh right, she loves sweets. If that's what she wants, then do so. Hey, can you go buy some on your way home from work? What? Why me? I have to start cooking dinner now. I don't have time to go buy sweets. Isn't it because you're not efficient? You stay at home and live comfortably on my income, so you should at least do something about it. Living comfortably. It's not like I'm not chilling at home, I'm working. Your income doesn't even reach the amount of allowance. And you're being so arrogant only by having that job? Anyway, my sister said she'd come over, so do something about it. Wait, I didn't ask her to come. Huh? If you say something terrible to her, I won't forgive you. Okay, I understand. I'm wasting my time. I'll do something for your sister's sake. If you understand, don't ask me from the beginning. Grace, can I talk to you now? Good morning, Olivia. Thanks for dinner yesterday. You're welcome. But I would prefer to have a better food. What? You didn't like it? It's not like... It's just that the food was kind of cheap, you know? Even though I'm your sister-in-law, I'm still a guest. I wish you would have used at least one of the high-grade foods. High-grade food. My husband's income is not enough to buy such a luxury food. Wow, surprising! You blame my brother for your bad cooking? I didn't say that. You're saying that his income isn't good enough to buy luxury foods, right? Well, that's true. I'm trying to cook with what we have. I feel sorry for him. Blaming your poor cooking on his income. I told you that's not what I mean. Fine, Olivia, if you don't have anything from me, I need to go. It's not like I have much time now. You're just being lazy at home. How cocky. Did I leave any papers there yesterday? Oh, the brown envelope? Yes, I knew I left it. That document, it's for a meeting. It must be very important. I will keep it here. I need it for the meeting this afternoon. So can you bring it to the office right away? What? Now? Of course! I told you I'd use it this afternoon. You really are clumsy. Do you even understand what people are saying? I have a remote meeting today. I'm afraid I don't have time to bring it to your office. Huh? I don't care about your remote meeting. You should come right now. Hey, you know I'm working too. Work? Don't make me laugh. You're just being lazy at home. It's less than a part-time job anyway, right? That's not true. I don't care what you do, so just bring me the document. Don't tell me all of a sudden. You are my housekeeper, so all you have to do is follow my orders. I'm your housekeeper? That's right. Housekeepers are supposed to shut up and do as their employers say, right? I need you to bring the document to my office as soon as possible. If I don't get it in time, you take the responsibility. Got it? Can I talk to you for a second? What is it from the morning? I'm kind of busy getting ready for today. I'm even more busy. I got another text from your sister. What did she say? She wants me to bring her the meeting material she left at her house to the office right now. Oh, that? Why don't you just go bring it for her right now? If she's in trouble, then help her. You're not busy anyway, right? I'm working too, remember? I have a remote meeting in the morning. Can you talk to her about it? Huh? Comparing a job that doesn't even make any money and my sister's meeting? Which is more important? Of course, it's her meeting. What is that? I'm serious about my job too, you know. I can't do anything that would make my clients in trouble. Don't make me laugh. What's with the clients? Who are they? Your toy or something? A toy? I don't care about that. Shut up and bring her the document. What's wrong with you siblings? What? Your sister treated me like a housekeeper. She said a housekeeper should only do what she orders. That's not an option, is it? No option? You don't make enough money. You can't do the housework. You're an incompetent wife. You deserve to be called a housekeeper. I mean, you're no better than a housekeeper. How terrible. You never stand up for me, who is your wife. At least fulfill the duty as a housekeeper. Hey, aren't you my husband? Can't you be more considerate to your wife? It's not my fault. Are you misunderstanding something? It's obviously your fault. What? The food tastes bad. You try to make me go shopping on my way home from work. You don't listen to my sister's requests. You complain all the time. What part of this is not your fault? Don't be silly. You thought like that all this time? That's terrible. Of course. If you don't bring her the documents by the time, I'll reduce the amount of money I use for the household budget as punishment. Do you understand? Fine. Olivia, what on earth is going on? Oh, Grace, what is it without even saying hello? You're always rude. I heard that you told my husband to reduce the amount of money for living expenses he gives to me. What on earth are you up to? We can't live on this for a month. Oh, you don't understand. I thought you need to be penalized. Penalized? Why do I have to? Because even though you're my housekeeper, you don't listen to me. And to top it all off, you complain a lot. Is that the reason? It's natural to complain. Because you are so unreasonable. Plus, I am not your housekeeper. Are you still saying that? You always surprise me. How can you talk so cheekily when you're so incompetent? You'll never make my brother happy. That's why I gave you a penalty. That's too much. How can we live on such a small amount of money? What do you mean, a small amount of money? How can you call the money my brother worked so hard to earn a small amount? That kind of person has to be punished. He agreed with me. What? He agreed? Of course, he wouldn't oppose me. Because you're an incompetent wife. Why did he marry someone like you? I feel sorry for him. You're going that far. You don't want us to live happily. No one said that. I want my brother to be happier than anyone else. That's why you need to be punished. Do you know how the sister feels when she is so thoughtful to her brother? I don't understand such things. I don't think we would understand each other no matter what. If you'll excuse me. Hey! How cocky are you? Hey, where are you? Oh, I'm at my sister's house. Why? You talked to her today, right? She's right. You're not fulfilling your duties as a wife at all. And your attitude towards her is cheeky. Therefore, I'm penalizing you. You guys are really crazy. What in the world have I done? First of all, we don't even have kids, and yet you don't work. You're spending your time being lazy at home, relying on my income. I work from home. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not even enough. You can't afford high-grade food, right? I don't think you have enough income. High-grade foods can't be afforded that often, you know? I'm trying my best to manage with the living expenses you give me. I've taken good care of this money. But if you lower the amount any further, it's gonna be tough. It's your fault. Huh? It's because you're too incompetent. You should be punished once and reconsider your behavior. If you don't like it, then we are divorcing. Enough. I understand. I'll divorce you right now. What? Are you sure? How are you going to live without any money? I can see you being miserable every day. It's none of your business. You left the divorce documents on the table because you wanted to, right? I'm going to turn in the paper. Is that okay? Of course it's fine. I'm happy when my incompetent wife is gone. Fine. Grace, how are you? It's me. Can I talk to you now? Don't text me over friendly. You're a stranger now. Don't be so cold. We used to be a couple. Stop it. I want to forget it. I want to get back together with you. I want to take back the divorce. No, I don't want to. Can you stop texting me? Actually, after you left, I lost my electricity and water and all the utilities. I bet. And finally, the apartment manager told me to leave. I'm sure he would. The manager didn't do anything wrong. You were behind on your rent, weren't you? And the electricity and water stopped because you didn't pay, huh? How do you know? I have no idea what's going on. Of course you don't. You've never managed the household finances. You've only complained about it, though. What do you mean? You only gave me $300 for living expenses and didn't pay anything else, right? I don't understand your nerve to think you can live like that. $300 is enough for a couple to live, right? Well, I might be able to manage just for food. But to live day by day, food expense is not enough. There are so many other things to pay for. That much? Of course. Our apartment was under my name since I was living there before I got married, so it was deducted from my account, but when we got divorced, I changed the account so that it would be deducted from yours. Why would you do that without permission? Isn't it obvious? We're divorced. Why would I pay? If you pay the rent, food, utilities, miscellaneous expenses, and insurance, I'm sure your small income won't cover all of it. I'm sure it couldn't be deducted. Then how have we been living? Are you an idiot? Huh? Of course, it's because I was paying. How the hell did you pay for it? There's no way you can pay if you're being lazy at home and not even going to work. Perhaps. Did you have a man pay for it? Don't be silly. I told you I was working. When you were sneaking around on your computer? I am working as a web designer, having business transactions with the clients. That's how I work. There was this teacher from the design firm I worked at before I got married, and she told me that I should continue to work from home because there are some clients who like my works. Is that so? I had a small number of clients at first, but one after another, clients introduced me to each other, and now I make money 3 times what you make. That's how we were able to make a living. You're kidding, right? Of course I was trying to save money and spend as little as possible. It wasn't easy with such a small living expenses. Then you and your sister treated me like a housekeeper without even listening to me. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know you made that much money. That's not the point. You siblings have a wrapped way of thinking. No matter how much money she doesn't make, would you treat your wife or sister-in-law as a housekeeper? That's because she told me to do so. It's not my will. So we can start over as a husband and wife, right? Stop it, you sissy boy. Sissy boy? That's too much. I'm just being honest. Now I believe you too. Hey, let's start over again. You've got to be kidding me. I never want to see your face again. Why would you say that? You never know when you would betray me. Sissy boy should be taken care of by your lovely sister, not me. Don't say that and help me out. I'm about to be kicked out from the apartment, you know. You can't pay the rent, right? Then it's natural to be kicked out. Why don't you rent your own apartment or move into your sister's house? It's none of my business anymore, so do as you like. Please, Grace, you're the only one I have. Olivia has a boyfriend now, and lately she hasn't been talking to me at all. I can't move in with her. Then find your own place to live. You're not a child, you can at least do that. Don't reach me anymore. You're going to abandon me? Don't you feel sorry for me? Not at all. I've been blamed so much until now, so it's rather refreshing. So don't contact me again. If you ever get close to me, I'll call the police. Remember that. Grace, you're lying, right? We've loved each other, remember? I can't talk to you. I'll block you right away. Well then, take care. The sycophantic man who was obeying his sister had no idea about our family budget. Except for the $300 he gave me for the living expenses, he spent almost all of his money on his sister. When I found out about it, I was stunned from the bottom of my heart. After Olivia got a boyfriend, Effie seemed to be spending all his money for himself without knowing why, and as a result, he had to adjust the debts. I was so stunned that I couldn't even say a word. I am so glad that I divorced such a man. After the divorce, I came back to the design firm where I used to work, instead of working from home. Working at the office is more exciting and I can get along with many people. Also, I can learn from teachers, so everything is good for me. Of course, I have enough income to live on my own, so I would like to enjoy single life in this style for a while.